In life, I've recently found an appreciation for the finer things. Whether it's a premium action figure, a higher caliber of a meal, or wearing some dope fire threads, sometimes the finer things are genuinely nicer. If you enjoy wearing a nice Star Wars shirt with a nice cut and quality patterning, something that will really line the ladies up, then stick around with me for a bit as I share my newfound love for the Roosevelt's clothing line.
Fun begins. How's it going? Hello. Well. Greetings, young Jedi. Hello there.
Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, and as mentioned, today we are talking about shirts, so I'm actually Hybrid Shirt Talker today. So today I want to talk about a company that I have really fallen in love with over the last year, and that is Roosevelt, spelled RSVLTS. They are a online retailer of really cool, nerdy, printed button-up shirts. They have all sorts of other stuff. They have t-shirts, they have some of their own designs that aren't licensed, but you, like me, have probably been scrolling the gram and seen an ad for a really, really cool printed button-up short sleeve shirt. And you're like, oh, that's really cool. And then you click the link and you get on the website and you see that $70 price tag. And you're like, oh, well, that's a little bit for a shirt. And I gotta tell you, I agree. I have been a big fan of the graphic printed t-shirt for a number of years, and I still have many, and I still love them a lot. And so to me, a Star Wars shirt should be $8 on the spinning rack at Walmart. And I still pick those up. But I gotta say, I finally bit the bullet. I tried the one that I'm wearing today, and the Kool-Aid was drank, and I did fall in love. I've ultimately acquired 7 for myself over the year. I've gifted about 5 to very close friends, and I have really, really come to appreciate the quality that is a Roosevelt shirt. So the ones that I have really stuck to are the Kunflex, I believe it's pronounced, Kunflex, and they are really, really nice. They are a short sleeve, button-up, slightly elastic material that feels both moisture wicking and also cooling, and I love wearing these at Comic Cons for that reason. The material has a nice bit of elasticity to it. Whenever you wear a normal like cotton, blend like button-up t-shirt or a button-up short sleeve shirt, the material doesn't have a lot of stretch in it, and so you go to do stuff like this and it gets really tight in the shoulder blades. But these shirts do not. It's elastic. It pulls apart in the shoulder blades a little bit. And I've just really come to like the quality. We're going to take an in-depth look at one really quick, and I'm going to share some of the things that I really like. Here I have one of my most recent pickups laid out on the table. This is an Ewok Village print with 3PO in his golden throne on the pocket. That's one of the things that I like about this. All of these Kunflex shirts feature a pocket on the left chest, and it is really, really nice. It's a nice place to store a couple of things. Something that I like is the pattern carries over everywhere on the shirt. There are not obvious seam lines where you will see your button line. It is right here. It is. You can see inside the shirt. I've got some of them undone. But they really try to hide the things that make it a shirt in the print, so you're really just kind of being hit with the pattern on it. On the vertical seam up the front and on the edges of the sleeves, there's actually a fold of material where they pull it back and then they double stitch. It feels very premium, and as mentioned, that elasticity is in there. It's not a ton. It's not like a super, super stretchy, but it doesn't distort the pattern on the shirt, and I really appreciate that in the shirt as well. Everywhere you go, every seam line in here, everything is double stitched, and it just feels excellent. I like that there are little buttons at the corners of the collar just to hold them down. It's a button-up shirt. You want it to keep its shape. And on this one, I really like the green buttons they've used. They are slightly translucent, and it just really blends with the pattern. This is something where you look at it and just the point of it is gotten across. It is the entire Ewok tribe here coming to worship 3PO, and I really love this print. It's just one of those things where the quality is really, really nice, and it's a comfortable fit, and the designs are really, really fun. As I mentioned, the designs are what make it fun. They have so many really cool ones. As I've shown off my Darth Maul print, this was a Fan Expo Cleveland exclusive. It was only available at that convention, and as soon as you put that exclusive, that chase, that rare tag on something, the brain goes a little bit smooth, and I have to have it. Hence why I bought this shirt, and I bit that $70 price tag, and I got it, and I loved it, and I wore it all weekend at the con, and I ended up acquiring many more. This one right here is really cool. It is featuring many different scenes from Anakin and Obi-Wan's epic duel on Mustafar, showing everything from their clash to Obi-Wan getting the high ground to Obi-Wan walking away from Anakin, who's been left on the high ground. It's a really cool print. I have this one, which is The World Between Worlds, the star map from the end credits of the Ahsoka series, something that I really love. And no, it's not just a black or dark blue shirt. There is a pattern, there is a fade, a fogginess over it. Really cool stuff. This one is their Tenacious Togruta. This one is much like the Maul shirt, where it is a just overall art print. Some of these are a pattern, some of them are a scene, and this is a scene from Twilight of the Apprentice, a very important episode of Star Wars Rebels. And here is a really cool one I just got, where it is Grand Admiral Thrawn surrounded by the Night Troopers. It's very similar to 3PO and the Ewoks. On their Black Friday special, I got this one as a freebie for buying all of my friends' Christmas presents, because they were giving away some of their original designs, and I'm proud to be an American, so the American flag was an essential pickup for me. That is my Roosevelt's collection, what I've personally acquired so far, plus the 3PO and Ewok Village, which I've already put away. And I gotta say, something really cool about them is just the range of designs. Something that's very hard to sleep on is the Roosevelt's rewards program. And their rewards program is actually really, really cool. It is one of those, the more you spend, the more points you get, and then trade those points for promo codes and discounts. And a lot of the time on that kind of rewards program, you have to spend and spend and spend and spend and spend, and then you finally got a little $5 coupon. That is not really the case with Roosevelt's. There are tiers to it. The more you spend, the higher a tier you get, and then the higher your point value is per dollar. And that is something that's really cool. I've worked myself up to like the third highest tier by ordering like 12 shirts this year. They're generous. They give you enough points for like a $15 off coupon just for your birthday, which I have coming up here in like a month, which is awesome. And I have gotten a lot of discounts on a lot of different things. Typically one shirt almost gives you enough points for a $10 off coupon, especially once you start getting into those higher tiers. So like I like really got to treat myself when I bought like 5 shirts for Christmas presents for my friends. They had a Black Friday special going. They were already on a nice discount, but I got like a shirt half off for it, you know, which was really, really cool. And then I've made a big order since then, and I'm going to get some points for my birthday here. I'm pretty much looking at getting a $50 off coupon here, and it didn't take a lot of spending to get. So I'm going to get one of these shirts for like $20 here in a couple of weeks, and I'm really excited about it. It's one of those things where feels slightly like a vicious cycle, because you buy one and, well, I've got enough points to get $10 off the next one. I should buy the next one, right? And it definitely can feel cyclical in that way. But I love the designs. They are regularly dropping new ones. Some old ones get retired every now and then, so don't be afraid to scroll a little far back, see if they have something a little bit older in your size. That Tenacious Togruta with Anakin dueling Vader is an older design, and they were out of most of the sizes, and are they going to restock it or not? Who knows, you know, but they had it in my size, and I love Ahsoka, believe it or not, so I had to pick it up. But anyways, here's where I'm going to drop it. I just wanted to talk about something I love, because I have a platform, and I love these shirts, and so I wanted you to know that I love these shirts. And now you know that I love these shirts. So let me know in the comments below, have you acquired a Roosevelt's shirt yet? Are you interested in acquiring a Roosevelt shirt? I think they have a recommendation link, and if so, I will have that in the comments below, or in the description below. So that is really what I have to say today. And you may have noticed the Hybrid Toy Reviews branded bourbon glass in the intro. And I've sipped from it here and there throughout. This is something that I thought would be really funny to have in this video, and then I realized that Printify just had them. I didn't have to get it custom made, and so I made it, and I ordered the one for myself, of course, because it's here. And now it exists on the print store. So I'm going to link that down below too. Maybe I'll even put one of those little bullet things up in the top, whatever side it ends up being on. But yeah, if you would like the High Toy Reviews bourbon glass, it has been added to the merch store. So do not be afraid to go check out the merch store. There's all sorts of cool stuff. I have more things coming to it very soon. But this is just something that I needed, because who doesn't like to sip on a little whiskey or bourbon every now and then? So that's all I got to say. Thank you all for hanging out with me and listening to me talk for a little bit. I'm going to go work on something else now. So until next time, may the force be with each and every one of you. And have a great day!